Hey, welcome to Long Distance Sisters.
I'm Tori.
I'm MacKenna.
And I'm Serena.
Come chat with us while we're far apart.
Okay, let's get started.
Hello, people, and welcome to the Long Distance Sisters. I don't do this part.
Well,
Today we just kind of want to talk about what we have planned for the summer. And we wanted to go through our notes apps and see the things we may or may not have written down, because I use mine a lot for everything.
Same.
Yeah.
For me, a lot of random stuff. I do go through it though and delete stuff now and then.
Oh yeah, it's pretty organized. And then we'll end with a quiz. So oh yeah, we don't have Tori's video today because we don't know why.
Technical difficulties.
Yes. Who would like to go first? How about Tori? She just had a very exciting life moment.
Yes, so we're buying a house. We got our offer accepted. Woo woo. I'm dancing, but you can't see my video.
I'll dance for you.
Hopefully nothing falls through in the next 2 weeks, but we will be closing on it soon, and it's a bit of a reno project, so my summer will be occupied by painting and flooring and tiling and creating a lovely backyard that we want to hang out in. And yeah, so that's gonna be my summer mostly. And then at the end of summer, at the end of August, is my birthday, and we're gonna have a bridal shower for me and fun stuff like that. So yeah.
So are you in escrow? And what is escrow?
Well, I think I was in escrow. I might be totally wrong. I think escrow is the 10-day period that you give yourself when you first have an offer accepted to back out. You have a certain period you can back out, and that's when you get the inspection and pay a deposit and all those things. If that's part of your deal, of course. And so I think you're only in escrow for those 10 or whatever. It can be more than 10. I think we just did 10.
Yeah.
For those days. But it could be wrong. It could be the whole time. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching Selling Sunset on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's basically a reality show. It's kind of like Real Housewives of LA or Orange County, except they're not housewives, they're real estate agents.
Yeah. But very little has to do with the actual buying and selling.
Well, a lot. I'd say a lot of it does. And what I love is that they will show you the price of the house and everything. It's millions of dollars.
And the commission.
And it shows you the commission. Yeah.
Which I'm damn, I went into the wrong field.
Yeah. They literally
Why I feel like they focus on selling the houses, because they're I want to make money so I can live the kind of lifestyle I want to live.
Exactly. Oh, they're just I want to make money. I'm in real estate to make money.
And that's why they sell the multi-million-dollar houses specifically.
It's it looks like they aren't doing a lot of work, because they'll be I'm still on this one house, but I feel like they have a lot of other projects going on that they either don't get to show because the people don't want that house shown, or the client doesn't want to be a part of it, or it's too small.
There's a lot of background emailing and networking and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But in reality, a lot of them only sell a handful of houses in a year, because the commissions are big enough you don't need to. Even if you sell one house in a year, you could make $300K or more. And so they don't need to stress themselves out. They just need to be I just need to sell this one house this year. So just gotta work till you find the right person and do the background. But it's a good gig.
Amazing. And it's one of the real estate agents, she was married to the guy from This Is Us, one of the triplets. And then he just randomly filed for divorce one day. Well, not randomly, they had a fight, and he just filed for divorce out of the blue with her, kind of, and texted her 45 minutes before TMZ knew about it. And so I'm at that part right now, and wow.
Oh, really?
Wow. juicy. But these girls, like, they're so funny. I mean, the drama is like, it's annoying, but it's also like just funny to watch. And yeah. It's
Yeah.
good. Anyway, it's a good to like kind of have not like to half pay attention to show.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good
Anyway,
one.
that's why not.
Yeah.
Right. What more about your house, Tori?
I mean, that's really it.
Well,
It's a
mom
typical.
and dad are gonna come down and help you.
Yes.
And then I'll probably pop in to be a little bit helpful.
Yeah.
I
We're
won't.
recruiting everyone. Well, if you come visit for a few days, like in August, Serena, you could.
I don't know if I can do that.
When
I don't know if I can do that.
you can help me paint because you're so good at it.
That's true.
Actually, like, so the back in our backyard, the
Mhm.
back wall of the fence is like a cinder block wall. And so I kind of want to paint like a mural on it.
That'd be so cool.
So come help me do that.
Oh.
Get working on sketches now.
That's true. I've only really ever painted, well, I painted our bathroom in Georgia, which was like not the best paint job.
It's fine.
But then I painted the outside of houses for Habitat for Humanity one summer. It was just a week in one summer. But I don't know if I want to do that in Florida.
Yeah. Well, the outside of our house has fresh paint, so we don't need to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Good. It's like I don't really want to do it in Florida.
Yeah.
Summer and sun.
No,
and
it's not that. It's not the heat. It's the spiders who I don't want to run into. I don't
I
want
get
to. I don't like if I'm not in their space, they're not in my space.
fair enough.
Serena, have you gotten the has everyone submitted the thing for Tori's bachelorette party so we can plan that this summer?
Yeah, you didn't write your name down that you were one of the people who submitted it.
Well, no, before when MacKenna put it, she did it first and it didn't have her name.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I added the name because I was like, wait, who is this? And I was like, oh, it's MacKenna. But
that wasn't even a feature. Because
but
I was
for
like,
everyone else, I wouldn't have known.
I was like,
so.
clearly McKenna's done this because like she mentions
The thing
Ryan.
about Ryan, yeah. That's why I was like, oh, it's MacKenna. Okay. And then I quickly added the name thing because I was like, I need to know names.
Okay, that's smart.
At least for like because we asked people's sizes and stuff.
Yeah. I haven't checked though if everyone's done it lately.
Yeah, it looks like the locations for Bachelorette that are taking the lead are Nashville, St. Augustine, St. Pete, and oh crap, what was the other one? Salem/Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised with that one.
I can't believe the Saints.
Well, because it's Boston. We all are Bostonians.
Yeah, you're all kind of like, let's go back.
Come on, no one wants to go to Canada.
I know, what the hell?
I think like one other person put Montreal.
I did.
Oh, so it's probably both of you.
Bakery, a little patisserie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel I'm like since St. Augustine and St. Pete are pulling ahead, I'm kind of liking the idea of just having to drive there.
Yeah.
And like, cause then like people can fly to Orlando, like we can carpool out, like
yeah.
Or at least some of us can like.
And you'd have like a day can be beach day, like it's like automatic. And
yeah, exactly. Like, and I was looking at some Airbnbs and there's a lot that are like beachfront, you know, like and they have a pool and a hot tub. So like we would have a blast just hanging out there and then like go downtown for dinner and drinks and stuff. So
be careful.
I'm kind of leading to that.
Yeah. Be careful where you look in St. Pete though. Because there are very trashy parts of St. Pete.
Yeah.
Like very trashy. Like the movie Spring Break, I've heard from someone from St. Pete that it very accurately represented.
Yeah.
That's where they went in that movie?
Yeah.
I mean, again, we'd probably be in like a big beachfront house. So that's probably the decent parts of St. Pete. But I like St. Augustine a lot. So I would probably lean towards St. Augustine.
Exciting. So yes, we'll have to plan that this summer. I have to figure out what my roles are as the most honorable maid.
You have to be in charge of decorating.
Yeah, and I was like, I guess I have to get you a sash, like that
I
sash.
mean,
Do you want a tiara or a cowboy hat?
not a cowboy hat. Absolutely not.
Mom's gonna get you a cowboy hat. I don't know
God.
about that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
So are we doing like I'm Tori's maid of honor, Tori's MacKenna's, MacKenna's mine?
Well,
So-
we still don't know if my best friend and I will still be each other's. But we don't have to know that right now.
No, but it's like, I don't know.
And it's also
want to be
it's your
fair.
choice, no matter what your best friend. Like, even if your best friend chooses you, it doesn't mean you have to choose
We
her.
made a pact.
It's whatever feels right to you in the
You-
moment.
Made a pact to us.
I made it to her first.
If you're the bride, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It
That's
doesn't
true.
matter. Pacts don't matter anymore. You're the bride.
That's true.
Okay, well,
Whatever
I
feels
still
the
like
most-
it doesn't mean I don't still want to honor that pact.
Do you trust her to plan things and help you out and be support?
Yes.
Probably more than us.
Yeah.
I just want to keep things fair.
Yes. But we have time. We don't have to figure that out right now.
That's what it is.
No.
I thought you guys weren't even getting married.
I mean, not tomorrow.
Well, no, but
Honestly, I think I might just get married at a courthouse and then like throw a party.
have a party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like alone at a courthouse. I mean, with my partner.
Well, you have to have witnesses, girly.
The person who like does it can be your witness.
Really? I thought you had to have 2 witnesses.
How many people are in that office, do you think? Probably like 5.
You over there. Come here real quick.
Yeah, come here. What's your name?
There are a
It's
lot of
me.
places that will do like pretty elopements.
Like
Mm.
Vegas.
Like, you don't have to elope at a courthouse. You can elope like
On a
at a
boat.
venue, and they'll just let you come in for, like an hour, and like you can still bring a photographer and like have the pretty arch and all of that, but it's just you guys.
I
Go
don't know.
on a whale watching boat with a nice reputation for treating the animals with
I'm gonna be
respect,
sick.
and then tell the captain.
I'm gonna have my motion sickness bracelet on in the picture.
Yeah. There's no telling if you'll feel good for that kind of a thing. So,
That is funny. Oh yeah, you can get a boat captain. Be like, hey.
yeah. But
Go
anyway,
on
okay.
the cruise
We-
and just be like, "Group
I
it."
can't. I don't
I
think.
don't think they would charge you.
I don't think I want to do a cruise ever again.
No.
No, like they seem very fun and everything, but then it's kind of like, cruises have a bad reputation of showing up to ports and like not treating the local environment well, and like people just kind of like trashing it and disrespecting the
Okay.
places. Mhm.
Well, yes, you can't control the tourists, but there is a company or a website, I don't know what, an organization that gives cruise ships grades for their environmental friendliness. And you can even click on the cruise line and see the individual ships.
Mhm.
So like the Disney Wonder and I think one other Disney Cruise Line ship are like the only ones with A's.
Wow, that's pretty.
They're probably maybe smaller or something. That would help.
They're the older ships.
Oh,
You would think the
They're
newer
probably
ships
smaller.
would
Yeah.
be better. Or maybe their score will increase as
Well, the
get-
newer ones are a lot bigger, I think.
Mhm.
So that could definitely
just-
affect. So it holds
just-
more people and
I just feel like if I wanted to do like that type of resort-esque thing, I would just go to a resort rather than be on a boat.
yeah.
And I
And
know
isn't
I know if I went on a cruise, like I would get sick. Like I
Mm.
know, because it's so
Mhm.
common to like get sick on a cruise. So
Yeah. And like, aren't there a lot of programs too that a lot of cities that are common, like cruise stops, are like creating like more boundaries for like you can't come in this close or like can't go over this area because it's more like a protected reef area. Like, I think I read something about that like happening down near like Miami and stuff.
I hope so.
And the Keys, like having some sort of, I forget what it really was, but some sort of program to protect the waters from the cruise ships.
Yeah.
A little bit better. But anyway.
Cool. Anyway.
Yeah. So tell us about your summer, McKenna.
Okay, hold on. I'm texting Dad about Mom's Mother's Day gift because it got there yesterday.
Oh, I just sent a card.
I just said happy birthday. I mean,
Happy birthday for Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Come on, Victoria, you're the oldest.
I said, Mom, I ordered flooring. Happy Mother's Day.
Come help me put it in. Happy Mother's Day.
Okay, well, my all you can fly pass started at the beginning of this month of May. So is it May 28th already? Oh my gosh. I flew into Tampa and I went to Clearwater Beach. But I finally went to the Clearwater Marine Aquarium and
Alone?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I made a TikTok.
Oh, wow.
And I posted a video about solo. 24 hours solo in travel female. Yeah. But okay, so there's this one because like there are presentations, and obviously as the nerd that I am, I'm gonna go to presentations. And there's one called Tail Talk, which I knew would be about Winter the Dolphin's tail. And so I show up. There are two people there looking at the dolphin, and then it's just me. And like the person walks up, and I'm like the only one like waiting for her.
You got a private lecture. That's all right.
Well, the other people like sat down, ended up sitting down too and listening. But she's like, "Who's heard of Winter the Dolphin?" Or who's because of her, and so it's just me, like.
Me.
And eventually, like one or I think like two more groups of people came up. But there weren't any kids in the crowd, so she asked for like a volunteer. So I was like, okay. So I went up and I got to hold Winter's gel, which is the gel that went between like her peduncle and her prosthetic tail. And then after the presentation, she let me hold one of Winter's prosthetic tails.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it was very near that moment. I was just like too excited to just breathe and take it all in. But I have pictures of me.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really cool. Great facility, beautiful facility. They have places where you can just like take a break, sit down on something comfy, and like look out at the marina and stuff, which is really nice. Yeah, it was cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
And then the first two episodes of my new Hyperion Hype Club podcast are out. If you are interested in reading the Kingdom Keepers books along with me, or just want to hear about them again, it's pretty good. Pretty good. At least in my opinion. So far, no one seems interested in talking about it.
I mean, you only
on
have
the
2
YouTube
episodes.
videos. But the whole point is like you watch the YouTube video or listen to the podcast, and then you come on and like chat with me online or chat like through the YouTube comments because it's like a book club. I know it's only the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's only 2 episodes.
I think I was gonna leave my review of the newest book for after the 6th and final episode of the first book, but I think I'm just gonna do it next week because this week we'll be halfway through the book, and then maybe that'll bring more people.
And you gotta like, say it's out there on other things.
So, everything's recorded.
And give them time to like get the book too. Like if they don't have the book, like they're not gonna necessarily run out to the store and buy it that day that they hear about your podcast. They might be like, "Oh, I'll add it to the list." And
yeah.
Keep it in mind when I read that book. Like, I don't know.
Hyperion Hype Club, available pretty much anywhere except Apple Podcasts and Castbox at the moment, because Apple Podcasts is very slow at approving this stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like literally anywhere, YouTube, Spotify, Google,
Mhm.
whatever.
I want to do a mini-sode on the Summer I Turned Pretty books and show, especially before the new season comes out. And they're doing it where they're like releasing it one episode at a time. I mean, like that'll be nice because I'll have something to look forward to. But yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
I got mom to watch it though, and she was like crying at the last episode, like I was,
Oh.
because I was like on Tori's couch watching the last episode. And I
Yeah.
was like crying.
You're crying, and we're all like, "Oh, everyone hug Serena. She's crying."
It's so good. And I read the books. Like there's 3 of them. I think I read them each twice in like 2 weeks.
You know, the actress was at the Taylor Swift concert last night in the VIP box.
Lola Tong, of course.
Yeah.
She's great. Anyway.
And she's on a show where the whole soundtrack is Taylor Swift. So
Yeah. Literally the soundtrack, like some of the songs are perfect. And then other ones I'm like, okay, you just put that in there because it's Billie
Yeah.
Eilish. Like it's like it doesn't
I
really
agree.
fit.
I was kind of like, like I like the song, but like
Mhm.
it doesn't really fit here.
Yeah.
It's like too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Some songs great, some songs it's like, MacKenna, what else are you doing this week?
This week I started my internship at the Georgia Aquarium. Yay! I'm with the mammals and birds team, and then they have 2 like sub teams. So I'm with the African penguins, southern sea otters, and alcids, which are like puffins and other like cold water shorebirds like that.
Yay, that's exciting. How long are you there for?
12 weeks.
Oh,
And
nice.
and we work 4 10s instead of 5 8s.
Mhm.
So I get to try that out. I have
Oh,
like
that's cool.
a split weekend, so it's like 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 2 days off.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
Mhm.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, since I assume you'll be applying for jobs again, do you submit your resume or CV or statement of interest or whatever in a PDF?
Oh, I always do.
Stop doing that. Unless
What?
it specifically asks for a PDF, submit in a Word document, because I just learned that a lot of those like application scanner things can't read PDFs. Yeah. I mean, they're working on it because they know that it's a problem. So like some of like the top few scanners do, but a lot of them don't.
Wow.
Weird.
Okay.
Which is
So maybe include both if it will let you upload 2 documents, because a PDF is more readable if they can open it.
yes.
But
I just did like a LinkedIn workshop through my school, and they were like, yeah, a lot of the scanners can't even read PDFs. So like you'll basically be submitting a blank document. And you don't know. Like you don't know that's like a thing.
Okay. Because like,
Like it doesn't say.
at
it seems
the
like a major issue for that not to be like written on the
It's a huge
website.
issue. It's a huge issue. Yeah.
yeah, at least on Zoo Atlanta's applications,
Mhm.
they like have you put in that document, but they
Mhm.
also have you copy and paste it into a text box.
Oh,
Mm.
that's
I'm
it.
guessing
That's
that's
good.
where it scans. And then for Georgia
Yeah.
Aquarium, you put in your resume, and
Mhm.
then it autofills like a bunch of stuff in the
Mhm.
application, and then you just go and like make changes where you need to.
Mhm.
So that's kind
Yeah.
of your resume.
Yeah. Unless it like specifically asked, I can't say that. Unless it specifically asks for a PDF, submit it in a Word doc.
Or if you're emailing, then you submit it in a PDF probably. So if
I mean,
you're
if you're
emailing
sending
a
it to a
person,
person who's gonna read it, but you don't know if they're just gonna throw it on a pile and like still do the scan.
Mm.
So it might be worth it to send both.
But yeah, they'll and at the aquarium, all interns have like a resume session that they go to as well. So hopefully I can ask that there too.
Yeah, like, because you can usually like look up what application scanner the thing you're like applying to is using, and then you can, read up on the metrics of like how that scanner works and everything. It can
Interesting.
help you apply for the job better. Part of it like feels like trickery because it's like, oh, like just use like keywords, and it's like, but do those keywords actually apply to me, or am I kind of
Right.
creating my resume to like look better to them, but I can't actually do it? But I don't know.
Do you have another year, just one more year of grad school, or like two? One? Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be there less than a year.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to like get everything set on LinkedIn.
That's why you made a LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's why I connected with MacKenna. I couldn't find Tori on there. Tori, you should make one.
I don't do it. I have a job.
I'll send you
Dad
my-
will lecture you.
Oh yeah, I read Dad's LinkedIn page and I was like, is it appropriate for me to have 2 out of 10 of my connections be my sister and my dad?
Well, the dad
Connection's a connection.
last summer, Dad was like, MacKenna, you're not very active on LinkedIn. You should really start posting and reposting stuff.
Yeah, I know. I need to like get active. Oh, and you're not, unless you have over 50 connections, I guess recruiters can't even see you. So make sure you have over 50 connections.
I do. I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, I have 10. So I need to work on that.
Gotta get going so that
I know.
random people find you. Like,
Oh,
like when I saw that like
Jordan.
some director
yeah,
of
Jordan.
a wildlife park in Ireland looked at my page. Nothing happened, but
I'll send you the worksheet that I got because it's from like, we have a career, advisor at school, and she like is like LinkedIn certified and gets recertified every few years. Yeah. So she like knows what she's talking about. And there's a thing that appears on your page. Like if someone looks at your page, there'll be like a side panel that basically is showing like related people, which is essentially your competition. But you can turn off that side panel. So that way, if recruiters look at your page, they don't have suggestions for possibly better people to look at. So it's like, yeah. So that's like.
But does that turn it off from you being on other people's?
No, I don't think so. I think it just turns it off from
Your page.
From your page. So anyone who visits your page can't see your competition. Yeah, but I'll send you a picture.
I really feel like that's not applicable in the field that I'm in, though.
Of course it is.
Competition's competition. It doesn't matter if they're quote unquote better. They're just another person that they'll look at.
Yeah. Wildlife biologists, similar experiences, similar education, like that's who's going to pop up. And all they need is one more experience to potentially become who that recruiter is interested in or something. Yeah. So I'll send pictures of my worksheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Serena, your turn.
That's all you have going on this summer? Oh yeah, I guess you'll be busy with
I said like 3 things.
Yeah.
Plus helping plan bachelorette.
Yeah. And you're like, you can't really like take a time off from working at the aquarium because it's 12 weeks. So that makes sense. But it's your like dream. You would want to do that forever.
Well, I said travel. I said aquarium. I said the book club podcast.
Oh yeah.
Hype club. I'm good. Put it in your heads.
Is there anywhere else you would want to travel? Like do another day trip?
It really just depends on, because I was looking for what I was hoping my weekend would be, but now I have to look for what my actual like weekend is to see like which flights would actually work with that. But like Baltimore has a lot of flights. Orlando does too, obviously. Denver does. That at some point, I don't think this summer, but at some point, like if Dad goes to Philly, I'll go. Or Mom and I are definitely gonna go to Cancun at some point in the next year. It flies.
Oh yeah, she was talking about after Christmas, and I was like, that'd be kind of nice.
Okay. And then I don't know, San Antonio actually sounds pretty cool. There are
Oh,
lots of
Texas.
flights to go that go like to LAX and a lot of airports around there. Like
Mhm.
I thought in Ontario International Airport was Ontario, Canada, but it's actually Ontario, California. But it's pretty
Oh,
close to Anaheim. So
hmm,
I'm like, oh,
potential.
well, that's good. And they have, I'm pretty sure, direct flights there. Um,
Hmm.
maybe I'll go to New York, but I'll stay in like Trenton and take the train or something.
Don't stay in Trenton, girl. Hell no.
Not
Um,
Just stay
alone,
in New York. It's not that expensive to stay in New York City. It's really not.
okay.
especially for
Well,
one night. You could probably find something.
I unfortunately don't think Harrisburg to go to Hershey Park will work this summer.
Girl, it's probably not as good as you remember.
No. I mean, I'll
Okay.
go back.
I might try to see what flights look like for whatever city is closest to Cedar Point.
Hmm.
'Cause
Oh, you should go to Dollywood.
I could just drive there.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Tell me how it is.
but I have wanted to. I have wanted to. I want to go for Christmas though.
You should
Oh,
go to
Christmas
San
time.
Diego, McKenna, and go to the San Diego Aquarium.
oh yeah.
Why would I go to their aquarium? I want to go to their zoo and wildlife.
Well, whatever.
They're like
Or
their aquarium's like one of the most famous.
It's a
yeah,
SeaWorld,
what's the
which
Monterey?
No,
is
it's
fine.
not.
No,
But
no. What's the Monterey?
Monterey Bay is like in the middle of the state. I
So
think
San
it's closer
Francisco.
to San Francisco, maybe. But it's between LA and San Francisco.
Yeah, you should go there.
I don't, there are no flights to there.
Really?
Yeah, it's Frontier, Serena. There's not that many options.
It flies to Missoula. I'd freaking think they'd fly to the
They
middle of
don't, I
California.
think they stopped that route.
I do think they stopped that road actually.
Yeah, it showed up as like 1901 as the date, which means there's no more.
That sucks. They just did that.
Yeah.
Like things
They
just
just did it
ended in
for
like
Jacksonville
October.
too.
Ah, that's lame.
Whatever. At least that one's easy to drive to. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure in our summer recap at the beginning of our next season, I'll share where I went. Okay, Serena, you go.
Okay. Well, so my semester ended like 2 weeks ago. Um, no idea what my grades are because that's not what matters in grad school. I'm sure I did fine. Um, but that's like the crazy thing. It's like I used to check my grades all the time during undergrad, constantly,
Mhm.
and I like maybe check once a semester in grad school. I mean, like when I get grades handed back, I like know. I know where I'm at. I know I'm fine. So like, but yeah, anyway, semester finished fine. So now I'm just a research assistant this summer at my school with my advisor, just continuing working on my project.
What
Last week, hmm,
what kind of research are you doing?
I'm researching how dams affect tropical rivers connectivity.
Ooh, cool.
Mhm.
Let's work on the West African manatee together.
Where are the West African manatees? The
West
Congo?
Africa. Like Niger.
I'm like West Africa.
It's like the Niger River or whatever, I think.
Okay. Um, well, I don't really love research, so I'll get back to you on that. I'll let you know, but there are well, anyway, I'll say that in a bit. I just got back from a 4-day trip in Yellowstone last week. I was helping one of my office mates, another master's student. His project is on the Yellowstone flood that happened last year, so we were getting like regular, like typical high flows for this time of year to compare to how like massive last year was. So we're going to a bunch of like river reaches and everything, which was really cool. It was pretty easy field work because we couldn't wade across the water because it was too high and too fast. So it was pretty much just taking like water surface elevations all along the bank and taking velocities where we throw a stick in the middle and time how long it takes to flow. If you can't wade out into the center of the reach, then like that's pretty much the only way. And it
Used
takes
to
so much
do that when I did stream watch.
Yeah.
We did like stream study like every other month or every month or something. We would put an orange in and time how long it took to get to a certain point.
Yeah. Well, that is something people really do in their research.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it was really cool. And we saw wolves. We saw Yellowstone wolves, which is very cool. So they're doing all right. Saw a grizzly bear, but like not like it was really far away and we were in the car. Like we didn't go out searching for animals. The animals were just there.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't believe, like people were like, oh, you go to Yellowstone and you see animals. And I was like, sure. Like I'll see a crow and a deer. But like, no, like you see, and bison were everywhere. Everywhere. And they just had their calves, their babies, their red dogs. So like there were so many baby bison just like flopped over on the ground sleeping. That it was very cute. Saw lots of things. I think I saw a coyote. My partner was like, it's a fox. And I was like, I don't think that's a fox. I think it's a coyote. But neither of us are wildlife biologists, so we don't know.
Did you get a picture?
I did get a picture.
I could tell you.
Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. And yeah, plenty of elk, plenty of deer. There was an elk. We just like heard noises in the wood at our campsite, in the woods at our campsite. And we were like, we weren't giving it that much attention. And then all of a sudden an elk appeared and we were just like, ah. And bison were just like in people's camping spots, so they couldn't go into their camping spots.
Oh my gosh.
It's very funny. No, it was super cool. Oh, here it is, I think. Add. But anyway, that was a really cool trip. And then tomorrow I leave for Colombia. Woo!
Nice.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Okay, I did know you were going there, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
that's where you're going tomorrow.
Yes, I leave tomorrow. My research project is based on a river in Colombia, so like I didn't think I'd actually get to see it. So now it's cool that I will actually get to see it. And it's for a National Science Foundation funded course. And so it's a bunch of grad students from across the country and students in Colombia. And we'll do like classes with a bunch of other people in like river sciences. And then do a lot of field trips to the river and the wetlands, or cienagas in Espanol. And yeah, it should be pretty good. And we finish at like 5 every day. So then like we're stipend money to, pay for food and everything. And so we can just kind of go out, explore. We'll mostly be in Medellin, Colombia. And yeah, so I'm excited. Very much looking forward to it. Very nervous, but very excited.
Aww.
And there are manatees there.
Amazonian manatees?
I don't know.
Antillean, like a subspecies of West.
I think they're a West Indian.
So Antillean, yeah.
Probably. I don't know if they'll be as far upstream as we'll be. There's a chance because we'll be like in the wetlands. So maybe, but it might be a little too high up for them.
The picture looks like a coyote.
Yes. I know. I was like, it's a little big for a fox, I feel like. And its coat didn't look right.
Its face is definitely a coyote.
Yeah, like it's
I got the side profile.
Yeah. If you click on the picture, it moves too. But everyone was like, there were bighorn sheep like on a mountain, so there were all these cars stopped, and everyone was like had their binoculars out looking at the bighorn sheep. And then so everyone's looking this way, and then I just like turned around or whatever, and then a coyote is just like slinking across the complete opposite way everyone's looking, so nobody sees it. until like
Oh my gosh.
we start pointing out like, oh, look over there, like, and it's just like slinking past all of us, like, like just let me sneak by, which was very funny. Anyway, so I'll be in Colombia until I'll be there for like 11 or 12 days, something like that. Then I'll come back to America. I'll go camping with my friend who lives in Billings, so we'll meet halfway in between. I think we're gonna meet in Butte, Montana. Butte, Montana was the 3rd city in the world to have electricity.
Wow.
I know.
Dang.
I know. It's
That's
insane.
impressive.
I know. I mean, that fact, I'm heard that from someone else, so like their fact could be wrong. But it was a big mining town, and like lots of people immigrated to Butte, Montana for mining and everything. So it has a big history, so it'll be cool to check it out.
That
And
reminds
then
It reminded me of Jekyll Island's fun fact that you wouldn't have thought. They were part of, one person who was part of the first transcontinental phone call was on Jekyll Island for that call.
yeah, it's like so random, so random. It feels very random. But anyway, and then mom and dad are coming here the end of June, and we're going back to Yellowstone for a few days. This time we'll be in a hotel. And then we're going up to Glacier National Park as well
Lucky.
to end the week. Hey, I'm here for another year at least, so
Okay.
and then I go to Seattle in the middle of July for a week, and I'll be there with 2 other friends, and so we're just gonna like, hang out, do some fun things, hopefully meet up with other Swifties that can become our friends and drive us around to national parks. That's like my goal. I just want to get on like Bumble for friends and be like, these are my 3 friends, Tabitha, Serena, and Ireland, and like we're Swifties. If you're a Swiftie, like match or whatever. I don't know.
Wait, I thought I got 4 or 5 tickets for you guys.
Well, the other 2 tickets, you got 5 tickets. The other 2 tickets are for my friend Kayla and her friend. They're driving there and doing like a backpacking trip. So that we're not arriving or staying in the same place. We're just like meeting each other at the concert, basically.
Gotcha.
So they're kind of just like in Seattle for a night or 2. And then they're starting their backpacking trip. And then
I mean, if you really want to go to the national parks, you could rent a car and split between 3 people. It
can
wouldn't
we
be
rent
too
a
terrible.
car if we're under 25?
Some you just have to pay an extra fee.
Mhm.
Can I rent a U-Haul and like it's $19 a day or something?
It's not actually $19 a day, but you might be able to. Yeah. That's how they draw you in, and then they're like, "Here's the taxes and fees," and it's
Yeah.
another $100.
Yeah, I'll consider it. I'll look into that and see how much it would be for like a day or something, because it would be nice.
Yeah.
And like take a boat trip to the San Juans. That would be kind of cool. And then
go to the what
Nancy
flag
Drew Island.
Starbucks.
Oh, if my friends I'm going with want to do that, I'm fine with it. But I read a hack where instead of going up the Space Needle in Seattle, because it's like $30 a person to go up, which I think is ridiculous. There's another skyscraper near there where you can go to the top. It's probably not as tall as a Space Needle, but it's pretty tall. And you're allowed to go to the top floor because there's a Starbucks up there, so it's open to the public. And it doesn't have 360 views, but it has probably pretty decent views.
Right.
So,
that's cool.
So I was like, if we don't want to pay $30 each, we can go there. But also, I don't mind like if they want to go up and I don't mind like staying down on the ground waiting for them in a cafe. Like that doesn't bother me. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I am totally fine. Like y'all do. I want to save the $30 for me, but like feel free to go. So like we don't have to do all the same exact things.
Yeah.
And then end of August, or not, beginning of August, I go to mom and dad's house for 2 weeks. So that'll be nice.
Will you be joining the bridal shower virtually then? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sadly.
Well, because I'll be in school.
Yeah.
The semester
Well, we
will
were
have started.
trying to do it in the beginning, but
Yeah, that's okay. I'll go to the bachelorette, so it's cool.
Woo-hoo.
yeah.
And Mom and I will make like boxes to send to people who are doing virtually when I'm there in August.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's pretty much my summer, and then I start my second and final year of grad school, or at least it'll be my last semester of classes in the fall, and then in the spring I won't need to take any classes, and hopefully I can wrap up, defend, and graduate in May next year. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So I would like to have summer, like a month or two in the summer off, where I can enjoy summer and travel and like go to mom and dad's or something,
Yeah.
rather than be in an office all summer long, looking longingly out the window.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like right now. So I don't want to do that next year, and I don't get paid next summer, so that's an issue.
So it's been like 50 some.
I can't really hear you, McKenna.
It's been like 50 some minutes, I think. Do we
Yeah,
still want
maybe
to
we
do
should.
notes app?
Maybe let's just do the quiz.
Okay.
Yeah. We do notes app a different time.
Yeah.
Okay. Notes app will be a different time. So instead, we will just move on to our quiz. Yay. And so before we start the quiz, this will probably be the last episode of this season. But if Serena wants to release her mini-sode over the summer, she can. And I'll talk to my best friend about maybe doing like a sorority life recruitment, just a little sorority video over the summer too before recruitment season starts. My best friend / sorority sister, I should say.
Her future maid of honor, apparently.
Perhaps. Okay, but
What
anyway,
is this picture,
what?
Serena? What is
What?
this picture, Serena?
What?
In our group chat.
That's the coyote.
Oh.
If you zoom in,
Oh, I was like, what?
who's this guy?
I was like, are you trying to tell us something?
That was the person I was a research assistant for, or a field assistant for, I should say.
Nice.
That's my office mate.
All right, well, the quiz, which we will link in the description, is describe your perfect summer, and we'll give you a bucket list activity to try. Actually, let me send the link to you guys. But you can take it too. There you go.
I already put it up on my phone. What?
Tori, do you have it pulled up on your phone?
Got it up. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Kick off those summer goals. Who are you hanging with? A group of friends? My BFF? The fam? My partner?
Hmm. I mean, I guess a group of friends.
Yeah, I guess you're not hanging out with Kevin.
I mean, but he's part of the group of friends.
Yeah.
Like, which do I pick?
Yeah, I'll pick a group of friends, but like probably individually.
I'll
Right.
pick the fam. Butler fam.
McKenna, I can't really, you keep popping in and out your sound.
Like, maybe if it's easier to think of it, like, who would you like travel with? You know, like, would you go on a vacation with a group, with your best friend, with just your partner, or with your family? Kind of.
Oh, I guess a group then. All right.
The family. Yeah. The Butler family's fun, okay?
We are. We didn't used to be, but now we are.
Well, because we all live together.
Yeah.
It was a little hard when we all lived together.
But I feel like, I mean, mom and dad were much more, I don't know.
Much more parents.
Yeah.
Now they are like, oh, like we can get to that point where we can be friends with our children. Like we don't have to I mean, they're still parents. They still parents.
But I mean, in general, like a lot of my friends' parents are nothing like our parents. Like,
yeah,
do not like party or drink or like they don't want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So we're a fun family.
Yeah. I feel like my friends who are friends with their parents, it's usually like a single parent that they're friends with.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the weather like outside? Warm in the sun, cool in the shade, sunny with a warm breeze, humid and overcast, dry and sweltering hot.
For me, it is overcast right now.
Yeah, are we talking ideal situation?
Ideal.
Oh, ideal.
You're
Oh.
planning your ideal summer.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would say warm in the sun, cool in the shade.
I would want sunny with a warm breeze.
I think I'm leaning sunny with a warm breeze. No, warm in the sun, cool in the shade. Sometimes the breezes can be annoying. Okay, pick somewhere to take a trip. Osaka, San Sebastian, Montreal, Los Angeles.
San
Montreal.
I'm doing San Sebastian.
Yeah, like that looks good.
That looks very
Not
good.
where that is, but
I don't know. Probably the Caribbean.
Let's look it up. San Sebastian.
yeah, if we're talking summer trip though, San
City
Sebastian.
in
Montreal
Spain.
feels more springy.
Oh, it's Spain. Oh, that's kind of
Spain,
far.
even better.
I guess that is like probably it could be Mediterranean or just outside of the Mediterranean.
Yeah, I think I'll choose that place too.
Mhm.
Because if it was the Caribbean, I'll be like, summer would be the best time to probably visit
Yeah.
Canada.
So I went to Montreal. I don't know if I talked to you guys.
We've all been there.
Yeah, no. I went there like a year or two ago and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like this is cool. And like it does feel kind of like European in that way. And then I
Yeah.
heard someone describe Montreal and they were like how it's kind of like if you were to like put in a European city or like a German town or something in Ohio. It's like that's Montreal, where it's kind of like the country kind of wannabe France.
Yeah.
Still French, but not
I feel like it's much
France.
more authentically done though than like
Oh yeah, it's not like trying to be like a German town type
yeah.
thing. Or like that's how they get tourists, but it's kind of like I just thought that was so funny. I was like, oh my god. I wonder if they have like French Canadian accents. You know, like if French people were to go and talk to them.
Oh,
They'd
they
be
have
like,
an accent.
yeah.
I think so.
Oh no,
People say that,
Yannick
yeah.
Truesdale is from Quebec or Montreal or something like that, but he has like an American accent. He's very good at faking a French accent, but he has an American accent. Typical
okay.
Canadian accent.
Well, he would sound like a Canadian until he speaks French, but his French to a French person would not sound like France French.
No,
Probably.
it wouldn't sound like France.
Yeah, I'm
It would
wondering
have
if
like
there's
a
like
it would have a different dialect.
yeah, I'm wondering if it's like there's a French Canadian accent that's like noticeable to people who speak French. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm sure. Whatever. All the same to us.
Mhm.
Okay, what's your ideal summer vibe? Lazy, fun, daring, active. I like just fun. And fun can be all of those things.
Yeah, I want to be fun. I want to be active. I think. I want to do things because I feel like I don't do things during the school year. Not often.
But isn't that fun?
Well, I mean, it can be fun. Sometimes it can just be like, oh, I'm, going to a meeting or a lecture, or like I'm taking an extra course or something. Not specifically like fun.
Like being productive.
Being productive, yeah.
But like on a more personal level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. I would say fun though. If I could just like go to the beach with my friends every day, I would.
Oh, right.
Like, and that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a summer activity. Go to the movies, hiking, snorkeling, playing sports. Snorkeling.
Yeah, snorkeling. I love snorkeling.
Yeah, snorkeling.
I mean, Probably all dead.
Guys, it looks like the new flounder.
The new flounder looks haunting.
He does.
Does it look like this?
He's like translucent. It's weird.
He's like a bad animation. It's scary. And I haven't even seen is the movie out? I haven't not seen the movie yet.
I think it just came out, yeah.
He looks
I've
scary.
heard Sebastian is weird. I've even
because he looks like a crab and not a lobster. People were like, it's Sebastian the crab, but in the like OG cartoon, he looks like a lobster. But now he's an actual crab.
No, he looked like a crab. I would say more like a
Kind of. I thought of him as a lobster. Like I think he
What?
resembles a lobster more than a crab.
what?
As the
No.
cartoon, yeah.
I totally saw crab as a kid.
Because of his
Yeah.
head. Like how it's like, you know.
Yeah, but I was looking more at
Sticking
his
out.
body to tell what he is. Okay, anyway, moving on. What ice cream flavor will you eat all season? Matcha, chocolate, mixed berry, caramel swirl.
I just bought black cherry chip frozen yogurt. So I'm gonna go mixed berry.
I tried the Rave Robot chocolate cherry chip, and that is so good. It's like actual like it's more like fudgy chips, so it's not just like hard chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was being discontinued at my grocery store though, so it was like half price.
Oh my gosh. When I worked at the chocolate factory, they had this ice cream and it was called like salted caramel bunnies or something like that. It was so good. And it was my favorite, and we rarely ever had it, and we always sold out of it fast. But it had little chocolate shaped bunnies in it. Like, you know, when you have chocolate chips and ice cream, but they were filled with salted caramel. So when you would bite into them, it would just like ooze.
Nice. All right, so you say mixed berry.
I do say mixed berry.
I say chocolate. Tori.
I say chocolate.
If it was like mixed berry chocolate chip, it would be perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like if it was perfect. Like that's
Okay.
what I want. But anyway.
With a peanut butter swirl.
Ugh, I don't like peanut butter ice cream.
Come on. You don't like Netflix and chilled?
I don't think I've tried that one. Or not that I remember. It didn't stand out.
It's very good.
Mhm.
Probably not my favorite, but I totally would buy it again. But it's like peanut butter ice cream, salty pretzel swirl, and then like brownie chunks.
I like the pretzels and brownie. That sounds good.
Yeah, like
Anyway.
and it's not like it's like if pretzels were liquid, like that's what it would taste like, or like a sauce, like that's literally what it would taste like.
Interesting. So when I like go to the pool and my pretzels get soggy, is it like that?
No. It's made to be the swirl.
right. Okay, anyway. It
Anyway.
revealed our results.
I got become a mermaid.
Yeah, me too.
Live out your Little Mermaid fantasies by learning to swim like a mythical creature at mermaid school. Wow. Tori, what did you get?
Become a mermaid.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
No, but
I
maybe
watched-
Mom would.
I watched sorry, I say a lot. I do that. But I watched Molly Burke, who's a YouTuber, and she's blind, and she did it. Like she went to mermaid school. And it was very cute.
It's a real thing. Mermaid
Yeah.
school?
Well, it's someone you hire for like birthday parties, basically.
Oh.
But she was like, I'm just gonna do it for me. Because I'm blind and a little complicated.
Other options that people got were become an action figure. Fly on a trapeze. Now that's an actual bucket list thing. Check. I checked.
Yeah.
It was fun. Learn to sumo wrestle. Oh. Okay.
Interesting. These don't feel like summer activities. Be a mermaid.
Yeah. Or it's just like things to try on your summer break if you have a summer break.
Yeah. It's like you need an idea. Try sumo wrestling.
Yeah. I feel like
Tired of your
trapeze is a good. Well, it just says describe your perfect summer and we'll give you a bucket list activity to try. It doesn't
That's true.
necessarily say do
Say
it in the summer.
summer. Yeah, but it's like, are you tired of your kickboxing class? Try
Try
sumo wrestling.
sumo.
Is your cycling class not doing it for you?
Fly on the
Try sumo
trapeze.
wrestling. Fly on trapeze.
Tired of yoga? Become a mermaid.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have. Those are our summers. Yeah. I don't know what else to
Yeah.
say. That's it.
What to expect and then actually hear how it went at the end of
Yeah.
the summer.
Yeah. At the end of the summer, we'll see how things go. Thanks.
Thanks, guys, for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, all those things. Leave comments about what you're looking forward to most in the summer. Or if you have any trip recommendations for me or places to
Yeah.
eat in any of the towns that I mentioned. Or, if I'm sure Serena will be back from Colombia either shortly before this is posted or shortly after this is posted.
Mhm.
So you can ask her how she felt about going to Colombia. If you want to go and you're looking for little safety tips or food recommendations or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Don't bother Tori.
Tori's busy.
Tori has a very hectic next. How many? I don't know. Lots of months.
Has a new clinic, has a house, planning a wedding. She's busy. Back off. Mom, back off.
No, mom's helping for the most part.
Yeah. Help Tori find a wedding dress.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Steph.
Bye. Oh, a cat.
Oh wait, Serena. Let's
Oh, wait.
assign a season to each Taylor Swift album.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording.
Thanks for listening to this week's Long Distance Sisters. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes and leave a good review.
And check out the video version on our YouTube channel.
You can find all of our other social media information in the description.
Talk to you later.
Bye.